Hello everyone, it's Todd Screema, President of Summit Funding. Thanks for listening to this video. We're doing a video on fearless versus being afraid. So guys, I look back on my career path and all the people I've coached. I remember when I was a little kid, I stuttered, and so I had a tutor from the second grade and all through the third grade. And I remember I was so embarrassed to talk in class because I stuttered. And it really became a phobia to me. And now I literally will speak in front of 3,000 people, and I don't even get nervous because I've practiced it so much. And so when I talk about these feelings, what I want people to recognize is it's natural to have some fear, but the feeling that I want you to turn that into is fearless. Not that you're going to jump off a cliff, but it's kind of a bold, hey, I'm okay with failure. I'm going to fail a lot. That's okay. I'm going to call on that builder. I may fail. I'm going to go for that promotion. I may not get it. It's okay. Versus where I think a lot of people live their lives that I see, and that is just afraid. They're just afraid. You literally see their body language sometimes, and they're looking down at their shoes and they're clenching their fists. That's an afraid person, okay? So what are some of the distinctions? One is a fearless person is more diligent, whereas an afraid person is more random. And the reason that happens is because they're random with their schedule, for example, because they're afraid to challenge themselves. They don't want to do Greatness Tracker because, they mask it. They say, well, I'm pretty disorganized. They say things like, no, you're afraid to challenge yourself, okay? Here's another idea. Fearless people are very relationship driven, whereas an afraid person really believes that we're a commodity and the realtor will really use you if you've got the lowest rate. That's just not the truth, guys. And so humans aren't commodities. I would never believe that. I don't think anything really supports that, but it's a mindset that afraid people have. Another one is service driven. Another one is rate driven. One is they turn fear into action, whereas an afraid person is more paralyzed. They literally lock up, okay, and they're just not sure what to do, and they don't ask for help. Whereas a fearless person is more, hey, I'm just going to run towards the fear, and I'll see what the heck happens, okay? Another one is a fearless person sees opportunity, whereas another person that's afraid, they feel stress. Isn't that weird? Opportunity, stress. That's amazing when you really think about it. How can one person see opportunity, another person see stress? It's like when I see a problem in a business, I'm like, let's go tackle it, okay? Because I know there's a win there. But other people I'm afraid to even talk about it with the manager. I'm afraid to even call them. That's a weird dynamic difference between a fearless person and afraid. How about confidence versus afraid, okay? Confidence, their stature, how they talk, all those things, versus being a little kitty cat, okay? There's nothing. It's not that it's bad. What I'm trying to get people to understand is be more fearless and you'll have more success. Being that afraid person doesn't help. Another example, having faith. Like I always have faith that things are going to be great, okay? Where the other person lives in fear and they're just fear-minded. They're like, well, do you know what's happening in Saudi Arabia? Do you know that? I'm like, yes, I know people die every day, but I'm not going to lament on it every single day and create this fear and anxiety over things that I can't control. Okay? What I can control is things in my life and people that I can affect. Okay? So a fearless person is more, hey, I'm going to hit this goal. They're metric driven. Where the other person, an afraid person, has no structure. Again, why do they have no structure? They're afraid to challenge themselves. They're afraid of failure. Okay? And guys, this is a little bit of psychology. It's a lot of psychology, but I want you to understand that being an afraid person in any area of our lives is bad, okay? I recently had a friend who's afraid to leave her husband, even though there's some abuse going on, because she doesn't make any money. I said, hey, let's figure it out, because you live in that afraid status doesn't work, okay? We'll figure it out. Let's be bold, let's go get a good job, and we'll ditch that guy, okay? And that's the mentality that I want everyone, that kind of gusto. I wish I could sprinkle that around or give it in a pill to people so that they had more of that fearless mentality. Doesn't mean don't have any fear. It means you're going to run towards it and see what the heck happens. Thanks for listening, guys.